For places Brian Robinson Jr. could go amid Commanders trade rumors. Washington Commanders trading Brian Robinson Jr. would be shocking after OC Cliff Kingsbury praise, but the whispers are out there, and here are the 4 best places Robinson could find himself if those trade winds carry him away. Let's make no mistake about Robinson's performance here. He hasn't done anything remarkable in the last 3 seasons. He rushed for 797, 733 and 799 yards, and scored 2, 5 and 8 touchdowns. Robinson has been a reliable if unspectacular player, a plotter who can pick up a tough yard but doesn't have breakaway speed. The longest runs of his career are 24 and 29 yards in his first 2 seasons, and 40 last year. In simple terms, he's more of a 3 yards and a cloud of dust sort. Which is why a trade from the Commanders should not come as a surprise, especially with rookie Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt's stock reportedly on the rise and potentially in line for a larger role than many expected as an incoming 7th-round pick in the NFL draft. With that in mind, let's examine the top 4 ideal landing spots for Robinson. San Francisco 49ers. Robinson would be a great fit behind Christian McCaffrey, and he is also the type of running back head coach Kyle Shanahan adores. The interesting thing is Robinson also fits the style that Commanders OC Cliff Kingsbury likes, as he wrote in his recent piece on X, which used to be Twitter. Cliff Kingsbury on Brian Robinson, he's a guy that when you put the pads on and go full speed, he really shows up. I really felt like his best practice was when we competed against New England leading up to that game, Kingsbury said. As mentioned in Sports Illustrated, Kingsbury noted during the preseason of his admiration for Robinson's work ethic. He's really locked in, Kingsbury said. The one thing that came out of last year, obviously, was just, any guy that we said, hey, you go in there and play, they all went in at a high level. B-Rob has played at a very high level when he was healthy. He's had a great off-season in terms of what he's been focusing on. He knows what this season is for him and for us by playing at that level. McCaffrey is obviously the star back in San Francisco, but depth is important in the NFL. The 49ers have had some injury issues in the backfield with Isaac Guerendo, Jordan James, and Patrick Taylor Jr., all of whom are questionable for the game. Robinson has size and power to pair with McCaffrey. And with Commanders GM Adam Peters having a 49ers background, a deal where both clubs get what they want could happen, with San Francisco being the place. Houston Texans. The Texans might be motivated to strike a deal for Robinson, with Joe Mixon banged up. They have Nick Chubb there now in the second-team spot, but there are questions as to whether he can be a durable full-time back following his injuries. Behind him is Dameon Pierce, who has yet to show he is the answer on a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The Texans can't afford to head into the season with a weak backfield if they are looking to compete out the gate. Robinson could provide a bridge to a well Mixon, enabling the star back to recover without coming back too soon and potentially aggravating the injury. Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs' running game has been far from imposing. Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt averaged 3.7 and 3.6 yards per carry last season. Not when you're a team with the sort of expectations the Chiefs have. While the Commanders haven't been enthused about Robinson, he has averaged 4.3 yards per carry in 2024, a far better mark than Pacheco and Hunt. Robinson would be an insurance policy for the Chiefs, a guy who one comparison doesn't believe will be a must-have weapon in case Pacheco doesn't get back to his pre-leg injury form. Robinson could flourish in this offense as long as Patrick Mahomes remains under center. Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers boast a potentially lethal backfield with Najee Harris and rookie Amarian Hampton in pursuit mode. But Jim Harbaugh covets a hard-nosed approach to running, and Robinson would be the perfect complement to Harbaugh's desire in the backfield. Robinson is not a replacement for Harris or Hampton, but he would be a valuable piece of insurance if Harris is sidelined for a longer period of time due to the eye injury. Furthermore, Robinson would help ease the development of Hampton, allowing the rookie to naturally take on a larger role and not be force-fed into meaningful minutes from the get-go. The truth is, the Commanders are unlikely to trade Robinson. Most NFL teams see him the same way Washington does, with a capped ceiling and not dynamic enough to be a game-changer. Robinson is good but not great. He can be a nice number 2, but who knows if another team would part with anything significant to trade for him. Nevertheless, the reported destinations indicate where Robinson could assume a fuller role, should Washington choose to move on from him.